Hello, good evening Tribuners. Welcome back with me Mutiara in Indonesian News of Tribun Lampung. We will present you an updating and interesting information from every place in Indonesia. And here the complete news. The first news is, after the demonstration, the police post at Pejompongan was destroyed by the masses. The police post located in the Pejompongan area, central Jakarta, was destroyed by a mob on Monday, April 11, 2022. The incident conducting a crime scene investigation and dispatched the Indonesian Automatic Fingerprint System Investigation Team for further investigation. Quoted from TribunJakarta.com, the arson was known to be aftermath of the violent demonstration on April 11. In the video circulating on social media, after the incident, the glass was broken and the inside of the post was shattered. Not only that, the signboard in front of the police post was also damaged. As is known, this demonstration was initiated by the All-Indonesian Student Executive Board in voicing the rejection of the postponement of the general election. The head of the Metro Jaya Regional Police, Inspector General of Police Fadil Imron, said it was suspected that there were student elements from this demonstration. He said there was a mastermind who moved the masses from among students. His party is also known to have arrested dozens of people suspected of being provocateurs. So far, it is not known for certain who burned the police post. The next news is, a number of student activities from Sumenep held an action against the increase in fuel prices. A number of student activities who are members of the Student Executive Board in Sumenep Regency held an action against the increase in the price of pertalite fuel on Thursday, April 7, 2022. Last night at 9 o'clock p.m., student activities from various campuses in Sumenep Regency carried out a peaceful demonstration by burning 50 candles in front of the Sumenep Regional People's Representative Council office, to be precise on Trunojoyo Street, Sumenep City. It was previously known that they also staged a march against the increase in fuel prices on Tuesday, April 5, 2022 in the same place. The candle-burning mass was closely guarded by police personnel from the Sumenep Resort Madura. The field coordinator for the mass action, Nur Hayat, he said that this action was a follow-up to yesterday's action because yesterday no members of the Regional House of Representatives met. So, last night, the candles are burned as evidence that the Sumenep Regional People's Representative Council is dead. According to him, the legislators in Sumenep were judged to be incompetent in responding to the increase in the price of fuel oil and basic commodities, which had caused people to scream. According to Nur Hayat, members of the legislature and executive should also play an active role in this issue and not just disappear. Although there was no response, BEM Sumenep was adamant that it would continue to commit to firmly reject the increase in the price of fuel oil and basic necessities until it was completed. The next news is, a number of mothers held demonstration asking for lower oil prices. A number of mothers held a demonstration in the Arjuna Wiwaha Horse Statue area, central Jakarta on Monday, April 11, 2022. Based on the observation of TribunNews.com, the crowd arrived at around 40 minutes past 2 p.m. Mothers seemed to be shouting demands for the government to lower the price of oil and basic necessities. They also seemed to be shouting demands that President Joko Widodo step down from office. The crowd was seen unfurling a banner. The police immediately closed West Medan Merdeka Road by laying 2 layers of barbed wire fence. Tactical vehicles, water cannons were also alerted. The surroundings began to be brought closer to the front of the demonstrators. The next news is a dispute between a police officer and a truck driver in Jombang. The cause of the dispute between members of the Jombang Resort Police Traffic Unit and the truck driver on the shoulder of Basuki Rahmat Highway Jabon Jombang led to violence. The head of public relations of the East Java Police Grand Commissioner Dirmanto explained that the dispute between the traffic police and the truck driver was triggered by a misunderstanding. Initially, two officers from the Jombang Resort Police Traffic Unit carried out routine patrols in the area. Given that people who live on the roadside in the area often complain about the damaged road condition caused because the roads are often crossed by heavy loaded vehicles. Then around 11 o'clock, the truck driven by CH passed along the road. The officers whose initials were First Police Inspector Adjutant IM and Second Police Inspector Adjutant YI then rushed to take legal action by stopping the truck. However, continued Police Grand Commissioner Dirmanto, the truck driver was reluctant to get out of the cabin, and an argument broke out between the two parties, so the video of the incident went viral on social media. Fortunately, both parties were able to mediate by the Propam Jombang Resort Police and finally agreed to take the peaceful path. The next news is a student experiencing depression during an internship. The bad news happened again in the world of education in Bangka Belitung Province. This time, it happened to a student of State 4 Vocational High School in Pangkal Pinang City who was doing an industrial internship at LPK Bahtera, Pati Regency, Central Java. The student with the initial ZK, who is 17 years old, had to return home due to depression and was admitted to the Sungai Liat Mental Hospital on the 10th Sunday of April 2022. It was suspected that ZK had depression, or based on a doctor's diagnosis, he had paranoid schizophrenia. ZK is a 4th grade vocational high school student in Pangkal Pinang, grade 11, majoring in fishing vessel nautics, who has been doing an internship on a fishing boat since December 11, 2021. The allegation of violence against the cadets of the State 4 Pangkal Pinang Vocational High School has become a concern for parents, especially those who know that their child lives in good health and when he returns, he is depressed. ZK's mother, Tesna Puti, when found, looks unable to contain her sadness. He has to accept the fact that his son is currently experiencing depression after doing an internship during an industrial work practice at LPK Bahtera, Pati Regency, Central Java. The next news is 10 demonstrators arrested by police during action. A total of 10 demonstrations were secured by the police as a result of the clashes between the April 11, 2022 National Action in Kendari City, Southeast Sulawesi Province. The 10 demonstrators were ex-students, 1 high school student and 1 vocational high school student in Kendari City. It is known that the national action on 11 April 2022 in Kendari, Southeast Sulawesi Province took place in a clash. The clashes occurred in front of the Regional People's Representatives Council building, or the Southeast Sulawesi Regional People's Representatives Council, Tebaumbu Street, Mandonga Village, Mandonga District, Kendari City, Southeast Sulawesi Province, on Monday, April 11, 2022. Students and police were involved in a riot. Students throwing stones at the Regional People's Representative Council building in the Southeast Sulawesi were met with tear gas shot. Tension ensued. Thousands of students were seen scattering after hearing police tear gas shot. The clashes broke out after the chairman of the Southeast Sulawesi Regional House of Representatives, Abdurrahman Saleh, met with student representatives in front of the parliamentary office. Abdurrahman Saleh gave a speech in a pickup by stating that he refused to extend the president's term of office to 3 terms. However, a number of students who came from the direction of the traffic light of the religious monument in Southeast Sulawesi forced their way into the Southeast Sulawesi Regional People's Legislative Council building on Monday, April 2022 at around 25 minutes past 1 p.m. Clashes broke out, but the tension was not yet high because the police did not respond to the student throwing stones. However, moments later, the student continued to pound the police barricades and the building for the Regional People's Representative Council in Southeast Sulawesi. After the clashes, as many as 10 demonstrators were arrested by the police for allegedly carrying out anarchic action during the demonstration. However, the 10 demonstrators will be released immediately after they are questioned. The last news is, Riau Student Alliance holds an action. There were at least 5 points of demands made by the masses from the Riau Student Alliance, who held an action in front of the Riau Regional People Representative Council on Monday, April 11, 2022. This demand was conveyed by representatives of thousands of protesters who came from 25 universities in Pekanbaru and other districts or cities in Riau. The demands were read directly in front of the chairman of the Riau Regional People's Legislative Assembly, Yulisman, who is accompanied by 3 deputy chairs. High-ranking people's representatives in Riau descended to meet the mass of action that filled Jenderal Sudirman Street in front of the office of the Riau Regional People's Representative Council. As for the third point, students urged and demand President Jokowi to ensure price stability and the availability of basic goods and resolve the instability of staple food prices. Fourth, urge and demand President Joko Widodo to immediately resolve agrarian conflicts throughout Indonesia, as well as provide the latest system related to agrarian data. Fifth, or final, to urge and demand President Jokowi to issue a government regulation in lieu of the law on the Corruption Eradication Commission Law No. 19/2019, as well as restore the dignity of the Corruption Eradication Commission as the realization of the President's promise in the Corruption Eradication Agenda, and uphold the mandate TAP MPR number 8 of the year 2021. Well, I think that's all the gist for today with me, Mutiara. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.